Before going to the detailed information of the igneous rock, I just want to tell you one thing that all for detailed study of the rock, we have to see microscopically substance of rock also, and the microscopically thin section of rock also. For microscopically, when we see rock, we can write which are the structures are present, and little bit information of the mineral composition. On basis also we can identify. For more detailed study or more detailed composition, we have to study the thin section of the igneous rock. So whatever information I'm giving here, by studying both microscopically also and microscopically, I have studied, and after that I collect the information and I've shown you. See, this is the granite rock, and this consists large grain also and then small grain also. If you have you have attained or listen my lecture of origin of igneous rock, then you can directly identify that this rock consists large grain. It means it has a plutonic origin, and it has color, it's very light, so this is called as leucocratic color. And the large grain and small grain and hall are developed well crystal format, so we can call it as any crystalline structure, holocrystalline textures. Sometimes granite appears in a porphyritic structures also, like a large grain embedded in the ground mass, or sometimes appears in the equigranular texture. So one rock appears in a different textures also, but composition doesn't change. See, granite. Granite may be defined as a plutonic light color igneous rock. These among most common igneous rock. Composition to most common and essential mineral constitute of granites are quartz and feldspar. Among the accessory mineral in granite, mica deserve first mention. Both varieties, muscovite or white mica and biotite, are called as black mica, means white mica called as muscovite, black mica called as biotite, are present in a small proportion in most apatite, garnet, and tourmaline also present. Many type of granites are distinguished on the basis of relatively abundance in some of particular accessory minerals. For instance, when the white mica muscovite is present as a prominent accessory mineral, then granite may be distinguished as a muscovite granite. Similarly, when it is a black mica or biotite which is a prominent accessory mineral, then granite may be called as biotite granite. When both biotite and muscovite are present, it is called as muscovite biotite granite. Occurrence. Granite is most widely distributed igneous rock in the crust of the earth. They occur chiefly as deep-seated intrusion bodies like seals, bosses, dog, batholiths. Their occurrence on the surface of the earth is attributed to prolonged weathering and erosion of the overlying strata through historical times running over millions of years. See, this is the granite, and then next is a diorite. See here, diorite also consists the large grain and also appears in a very light color, so it's a color as leucocratic in color, and the light in color. Grains are in between or well developed crystals, also called as holocrystalline textures, or also relevant distance. So diorite, it is an intermediate type of igneous rock of plutonic origin with silica percentile generally lying between 50 to 66%. Composition: diorite are typically rich in feldspar plagioclase of sodic group. Beside plagioclase and alkali feldspar, diorite also contain accessory mineral like hornblende, biotite, and some pyroxene. Quartz is not common but may be present in some varieties of that are then especially named as quartz diorite. Then next is andesite. See here, completely black, very fine grain, and grains for mineral we cannot identify by naked eye. So this is called as apanitic textures rock and consists very fine grain. It means what? It has an volcanic origin and the dark color, so it's called as melanocratic. So color melanocratic, volcanic origins, and the texture is aphatic. Andesite, these are the volcanic rock in which plagioclase, feldspar, sodic, and subcalcic varieties like albite, andesite, and labradorite are the predominant constituent, making potash feldspar only a subordinate member. Composition: beside plagioclase and potash feldspar, andesite may contain small amount of quartz as well as biotite, hornblende, augite, olivine, hypersthene from the dark mineral, giving them an overall grayish and dark appearance. Cyanide consists of small grain and large grain too, and the medium grain is also present. So this is another also in plutonic origin. Light color leucocratic grains are in which holocrystalline textures are present. Merocrystalline textures are present because some are fine grained, some are large medium grained. So both the texture is merocrystalline. Cyanide are defined as a igneous, plutonic, even grained rock in which alkali feldspar, including orthoclase, albite, are sheet constitute mineral. They may contain beside these essentially constitute dark mineral like biotite, hornblende, augite, some accessory composition. The most common feldspar of cyanide are orthoclase and albite. Microcline oligoclase and anorthite are also present in them subordinate amount. In some cyanide, feldsparite also make appearance. Then next, dolerite. Dolerite see also this is a melanocratic, very dark in color. Texture is again aphanetic structure. We cannot identify mineral by naked eyes, and this is in a hypabasal origin. See dolerite. These are the igneous rock, typically hypabasal origin, having form as a shallow seal sand dike. They may be regarded as equivalent of gabbro of plutonic origin and basalt of volcanic origin. It looks similar to the basalt like volcanic origin and gabbro like plutonic origin, but because of composition, it dolerite comes under the hypabasal origin. Dolerite are predominantly made up of calcic plagioclase, anorthite, labradorite, dark mineral like augite, olivine, iron oxide, also present in good proportion in a dolerite along with plagioclase mineral. Dolerite are mostly medium to fine grained rock. Ophitic porphyritic texture is quite common in the dolerite. The next basalt. This are also volcanic origin, consists fine grains called as aphanitic texture, cannot identify naked eyes, color is melanocratic. See the composition. Basalt are volcanic igneous rock formed by rapid cooling from the lava flow and from volcanoes, either over the surface and underwater on ocean floor. They are basic in characters. Composition. Basalts are commonly made up of calcic plagioclase, feldspar, anorthite, and labradorite, and number of ferromagnesium minerals like augite, hornblende, hypersine, olivine, biotite, and iron oxide, etc. In fact, many types of basalt are distinguished on the basis of the type and proportion of ferromagnesium mineral in them. Thus, instant basanite is an olivine-rich basalt. Tephra is an olivine-free type of basalt, and olivine-free basalt that are quite abundant in occurrence and sometimes named as collectively theolites. There are type of basalts based on their structure, amygdaloidal basalt and vesicular basalt. During the cooling process, number of gases get evaporate and form the large vesicles. This is called as vesicular basalt, and these vesicle later on get filled by the secondary mineral like calcite and silicate, quartz. Then and this is called as, and that secondary mineral we call as amygdals, and this type of basalt called as amygdaloidal basalt. Thank you.